Hello, 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 hello. Hello. It is 3 p.m. UK time. If you are watching me, please give me a thumbs up in the comments. Give me a like. Let me know where you're watching from. It's live stream time, and we're going to do a Black Friday special today. So Code Whisperer was first here in the comments, and Dina Van Dam from Belgium is here. Good to see you. I can see we have people piling in. That's awesome. Black Friday is upon us, whatever that means. What it does mean is there's some special offers about. That's what we're going to look at today. Nicholas is here. Hello to you, Nicholas. So I have Black Friday, right? Thanksgiving and all that stuff. I don't do Thanksgiving because I'm not an American. But there are plenty of deals about, so we're going to look at some of those. Rick is here from Tallahassee. Chalky is here. Hello to you. Angela from sunny Scotland. I don't believe that. It can't be sunny, can it? It's been quite rainy today where I am. Tracy from Australia as well. Okay, awesome. So let me share my screen here for a second. And we will get started here in a few minutes' time. We have Christy from Germany, Rock Metal World from India, Christopher Kretz from Phoenix, Arizona, Dana from Florida, Sue from Wisconsin, Angela says the sun is shining, honest, and Dana says good morning. Good morning to you. So, evidently some people are having better weather than I am right now, even in Scotland, which is not something I say very often, or not something that applies very often. Takin from Berlin is here. Hello to you. Thank you for joining me. This is great. We are doing a Black Friday, or I am doing a Black Friday roundup today. So there's a lot of Black Friday deals about, but in particular, looking at some deals for t-shirt designers, some bundles, some things you might want to check out. That's what we're going to do today. So let me just do a couple of housekeeping bits. If you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be great. Wherever you're watching, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, give a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe if you haven't already. That would be great. Like I said, today's plan is a Black Friday, Cyber Monday run through. We're going to look at some of the best deals around. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of my new products or products that I've got special offers on. And we'll just kind of roll through. And I'm hoping that you guys might have some in the comments. You might be able to share some good deals as well. So we'll be able to try and, cross-pollinate. And any interesting deals or stuff that you've found, please do feel free to post them in the comments. Excuse me. As usual, please do ask your questions in the comments. I'm keeping an eye on the comments. You can go ahead and post questions in there about anything. Doesn't have to be about these deals. Could be about, prints on demand in general, about t-shirt design, about anything that you think I can help you with. We have an hour here to help one another. So comments in the sidebar if you're on YouTube, or whatever, if you're on Facebook, you know how to comment on the video, I'm sure. Like I just said, if you've got a deal that you have seen somewhere, you think it's worth sharing, and it's not something I've covered, please do go ahead and post it in here. Tracy said, can we share our affiliate links? Probably best to say no, Tracy, just in case we end up conflicting with one another with links and stuff. But if you've got something that you think is worth sharing, that's a good product at a good price, then go ahead and post it. I don't think it would be... I don't think it would work if we started sharing affiliate links and stuff. Okay, who else did we have filing in here? We did Dana, we did Takin, we did Mike is here. Good morning to you. Good day to you. John from India. Beth is here from Pittsburgh. Grey Elephant Club from Cleveland, Ohio, I believe. And Mike from Ontario. Good stuff. Wonderful to see you. Thank you, Tracy. Wonderful to have everyone here. I can see we got people watching on Facebook. We got people watching on YouTube. So great. Should we dive in? And I'll take you through a few things. I should say at the top, I am an affiliate for a bunch of these products. Some of them are my products, so I'm not an affiliate for those because they're mine. But quite a lot of them I am an affiliate for, but only because I use them myself as well. Someone here from St. Louis. Sorry, can't see what your name is. And Don from Mayberry, North Carolina. Good to have you here as well. Rock Metal World has a question, which is good. We're taking questions as well. Can a unique and uncommon cross niche work for MBA? I'm afraid I don't really understand your question, Rock/Metal World. But I'll tell you what definitely does work, and that's just creating a design for a person that wants it. So I don't really know. I think it seems like maybe what you're asking is you want to mix up some niches and just throw things together. I think that kind of approach is very, what's the word, backwards. That's kind of like, trying to build a house from the roof down. The best way is to start with a good foundation of finding a person who has a particular need or particular desire or likes a certain thing, and then creating a design for that person that exists. That's how I've have made most of my sales in my time. It's not that I've randomly tried to mash up a few niches and come up with some ideas like that. It's usually knowing that there's something out there who likes a certain thing and then trying to create something for them. So hope that helps. Scotty says, nice to catch a live on Black Friday. Yeah, I think last year it was, we did it on Black Friday. No, Black Friday can't fall on a Thursday. But yeah, last year, I was just looking at the one from last year that we did, and it's, I think it was a Thursday last year, but for whatever reason, obviously is Thanksgiving always on a Thursday? I don't know. But yeah, I thought we'd do this one on a Friday just to shake things up a bit. So let's get into it. I'm going to head over to, a couple of questions here already, which is fine as well. Do feel free to post your questions. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and keep the questions coming. Facebook user, what are your business plans for 2022? Are you planning on trying new techniques to push your sales, etc.? Good question. Very good question. My business plans for 2022. I'm not one of these people who plans out years and years in advance. So I'm not really like crystal clear on stuff. But I think my plans for 2022, personally, I think I'm going to be focusing a lot on idea development. The Ideas Workshop is my flagship course and my product. We're working on some software there as well. I think that's going to be a big part of my 2022. Alongside that, I am doing new ideas. I am hopping on trends. I am applying some of my idea techniques, in particular some of the new stuff that I've developed, to trends and to viral stuff that's going on, and I'm tracking that and seeing how that goes. So I mean, we're always improving out. We're always trying new things, but I don't really have a specific technique or something that I would say that I'm going to try to use to push more sales. I would just say that I am always on the lookout for new ways of coming up with great ideas, and I'm, trying. I guess I'm a bit more focused at the moment on things like trends and, memes and anything like that, especially around humor, personally. But yeah, I think we'll see how the year pans out. But I think a lot of my time will be spent on trying to get better at delivering good idea techniques and stuff to people in the Ideas Workshop and to you guys through my emails, through my live streams and stuff. Okay, Dana, I'm in Much by Amazon tier 10,000. I feel I'm not getting the same traffic on organic sales as I used to since ads became available. May I ask what MBA tier you are on and if you do ads? Yeah, you can ask me that. I think we're still on the 100,000 tier, unless I've been tiered up and I haven't really noticed. I do not do ads. I've spoken about this a few times. It's just not my bag. I just don't do them, so I can't really advise. So yeah, I can tell you that my Much by Amazon is still pretty level. Haven't seen a significant drop off. I would say things are maybe down a little bit on last year, but not significantly yet. Maybe after December we'll see things become a bit clearer, but at the moment things are pretty steady and as they have been for a couple of years for me, really, on Merch by Amazon. I don't give Merch by Amazon the same amount investment of my time that I did 3 or 4 years ago. It still brings in, several $1,000s a month, $10,000 a month or more usually, but it's not my principal focus, as it were. So I don't have a daily I don't. That's why I'm saying I'm not even sure exactly what my tier is. I think it's still 100,000 because we've not added many new designs this year. So I think that's where we're at. Okay, hope that helps. So let's dive into some stuff. Black Friday roundup. So if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see below this video, there's links to all of these products that I'm going to cover here today. So you don't need to worry about finding the links or something. They're down in the description. I've also got them on this blog post, which is at michaelessick.com/BF, which you can see the link to right up there in the top corner. michaelessick.com/BF. Black Friday will take you to this blog post, which has all the deals I'm going to run through here. I think there's about 7 different things we'll talk about here. So yeah, should we dive into that? Obviously, do keep your questions coming. If you got a question, this is your chance to ask it. We got about 40 minutes or so here, and we'll see how we go. So Black Friday 2021, what do we have here? First up, we have something new from me, which I'd like to tell you about. So as part of coming up with original ideas, Christmas, of course, we know it's one of the biggest buying seasons, the biggest shopping season, and Christmas is a great, very fertile subject to come up with ideas for. There's lots of topics, there's lots of in-jokes, there's lots of stuff that you can, come up with original ideas for. And as you know, my big, my angle on coming up with design ideas is always to do something original. There's so many opportunities to do something new and different. And if you're always copying or chasing or trying to do something like this, then you're always going to be chasing someone else. So I like to come up with original ideas. And that's exactly what I did here. I've put together a collection of 88 original phrases, Christmas quotes, and I've called it the Quirky Christmas Quotes Collection. Try saying that fast a few times after you've had a couple of eggnogs. This is a massive list, 88 phrases, original phrases that I put together using some of the new techniques, the new web app inside the Ideas Workshop, and I've come up with 88 phrases, many of them alliteration-based, very catchy, very short, very flexible, and put them together in a PDF, which you can have access to, and also a Google Sheet. And these ideas are basically ready to go. So you can take them, you can start creating your own designs from them. They are literally just sentences. It's 88 sentences, 88 phrases or sayings, you might say. They are all around Christmas. They're covering various different Christmas topics, from food and drink to holly and mistletoe. Lots of catchy alliteration, rhyming puns, and that kind of thing. And they're new. They've been trademark checked. They're all safe to use. And yeah, I'm sure you would find in this list of 88, which is an incredible amount of phrases, something new and original that would spark an idea for you that you can turn into a design. And these are great if you're an illustrator, you can draw. And if you're a hand letterer, these are also fantastic for those use cases, because you can literally scroll through this list, pick out a couple of your favorite phrases, brainstorm how you're going to design them and turn them into unique designs, and then just get started right away. So there's 88 of them. This is a very special limited offer that I've put together just for Christmas, just for Black Friday. You get the 7-page PDF containing all 88 phrases. You get a printer-friendly version if you prefer to print it out, a black and white version that won't smash through your ink, Google Sheet version, and we're also going to do something special in a week or so's time. We're going to do a special one-off live training. So this is going to be with me and Ian Barnard, the hand lettering expert. Many of you will know Ian, expert hand letterer, develops the grid builders and letter builders for Procreate, for hand letterers. And yeah, very big on Instagram, very nice guy. And we're going to do a live training together where we're going to take some of these phrases and turn them into designs live and show you how we do that. So I'm going to walk you through my ideas process, how I came up with the ideas, which ones appeal to me and why they do, and then turn them into a finished t-shirt design. And Ian's going to help with the hand lettering side as well. So that's going to be a dedicated, hour and a half training session on the 7th of December. And the only way to get access to that is via the Quirky Christmas Quotes collection. So $39, one-off payment, no shenanigans, nothing complicated. You pay your money, you get your PDF, you get your ready-made ideas, and you get booked in for the training session on the 7th of December. Oh, you also get the Christmas plugin phrases, 15 Christmas plugin phrases, which is a free bonus. These are fill-in-the-blank phrases that you can adapt, which are all around Christmas. Oh, and private Facebook group access. You'll get access to my private Facebook group. So yeah, a couple of bonuses as well. 7-day money-back guarantee. That's the Quirky Christmas Quotes collection from me. And that will be disappearing on Tuesday next week. If you want to check that out, the link is below this video, or you can go to michaelessick.com/QCQC for Quirky Christmas Quotes collection. All right, well, I leave that one up. I'll take a couple of questions here. We got one from Candice. Candice, what do you think separate those who succeed in this biz from those who don't? Persistence, discipline, great design skills, idea generation, etc. Very good question, Candice. I think I think it depends what you mean by this biz, right? If we're talking about designers and illustrators and creatives, people who are creating original work and trying to do art licensing, trying to sell their original creations, I think that's where ideas really make a huge difference. So if you look at some of the biggest, most prolific, most best-selling or highest earning designers and illustrators, I'm thinking of people like Stephen Rhodes, people like that who are selling, selling the most T-shirts and stuff like that. It's really the idea. It's the ability to tap into particular feeling, a particular vibe, and understand an audience and understand what they're feeling and create something that really connects with them. Now, I think there's another crowd who are not so much artists and designers and creatives. They're more the kind of print-on-demand sellers, as in they're doing their research, they're looking for niches, they're not really designers, they may be outsourcing the design and stuff like that. I think for those people, it's a harder task, and I think it comes down to again, ideas are still a big part of it, but I think that comes down to like a volume approach, and that's less my kind of approach. I would say I'm more about trying to come up with the better ideas. I would rather come up with original takes on things, be the first to something. I think it's very hard to, like I say, to kind of try and sell in a crowded marketplace. So I would always try and be the first in a marketplace, and that always comes to down to ideas. So yeah, I think ultimately ideas is number one. Design skills obviously can be very important, but it's not essential. There are many T-shirts that sell every day which are simply text-only designs. And of course, persistence and discipline, I mean, that applies across the board with any business, doesn't it? I mean, it's very true. It's absolutely true here. Yeah, so everything you said. But I would say if you want to, beat the competition, if you want to get ahead of everyone else, if you want to do better than everyone else and build a solid business, you need to do something different. And that means doing something original. And that ultimately comes back to how good are your ideas and how good are you at executing those ideas. So hope that helps. Art by Nabes. I have a question about tagging. Do you have a guide for proper tagging? I find that quite difficult. Yes, well, I can't get into all of it here, but I do have a video. I think I did a video on keywords 101 or something, I think it's called. So if you check that out on my YouTube channel, I went through a lot of stuff there. So Hope that helps. Candice, what type of keywords would you use for the Christmas quotes? That really depends on the quote. So, like I said, these quotes are broken down into different, subtopics within Christmas. So, we'll have some about turkey and some about mistletoe and stuff like that. So, I would try and keep it as close as you can to that kind of subject, and try and keep it around that, and think about who would this design appeal to, who would find this funny. Think about your audience and put them kind of at the top, especially around Christmas. People are buying shirts for gifts. They're not necessarily buying for themselves, so they're putting in search terms like gift for chef, or Christmas gift for profession, or Christmas gift for granddaughter, Christmas gift for teenager, Christmas gift for skateboarder, whatever it might be. So if you can think about that, and think about, as you're looking through this list of quotes, oh, that one would work really well for that particular niche, or that one kind of has that sassy feel that would work really well for this crowd. So as you're going through that, I feel like that's something that would really help you. But again, this list is kind of like an inspiration. It's to be used as like inspiration. So as you scroll down, hopefully you'll be seeing things that click with niches or subjects you already know something about. So you'll be able to pull them out and really, find that serendipity that comes when you stumble across something like that. So yeah, hope that helps. But I would certainly, like, you're going to want to use, of course, the main. You're going to want to say Christmas. But apart from that, and Christmas gift, you might want to do something like that. But apart from that, I would try and keep it as specific as you can to the topic or the subject that the idea is about. So hope that helps. Facebook user, sorry I can't see your name, but you say, do you have a course for beginners starting from scratch for teenagers who like to build up a POD business? No, I don't. However, one of the things I'm going to come to here a little later is some courses for beginners around design and stuff like that. So you might want to check that out. I don't have a course for beginners in print on demand. I only have a course about idea generation for creatives, for designers, for illustrators, for hand letterers, for people who want to come up with original concepts that are funny, that can go viral, that can sell really well. That's not a beginner's course for POD, but that's the only course I have right now. Eleanor, hi Michael. In your first couple of years in POD, what proportion of your time did you spend on designing, uploading, marketing? All of it. I spent all of my time on all of it. Yeah, I would say you're going to struggle if you're spending significantly more time designing than you are on your like uploading process and your kind of keywording and tagging process. I would say, I'm a proficient designer. So when I sit down to design something and I have what's the word? I have a brief in my head, then I can usually execute that pretty quickly. If it takes me more than a couple of hours, or even more than an hour, then something's probably gone wrong, because I don't create super intricate, complicated designs. I'm usually creating something quite simple. It would be an illustration with some lettering. It's not going to be too complicated. So yeah, it shouldn't. I would have spent, half a day designing, and then usually I would do like the morning I would spend designing, and then the afternoon I would spend uploading and listing and stuff like that, and marketing. So something like that. I think if you get significantly out of whack there, then it might be an indication of a problem. But for me, that's what it looked like, maybe 50-50 split between designing versus uploading, marketing, and the rest of it. Dana, are we allowed to use the word gift in MBA keywords? Good question. Can't remember. Like I said, I'm not that up on the details of merch by Amazon at the moment, but maybe someone else in the comments will know the answer to that question. Can you use the word gift in your merch by Amazon keywords? I know there was a hoo-ha about that a while ago, but I honestly cannot tell you off the top of my head whether that is still the case or not, or whether we are allowed or not. Okay, while people are answering that, let me scroll you down to my next one. The Ultimate T-shirt Idea Starter Kit. If you're looking to begin your journey into coming up with. Oh, we got an answer here, I think. Lance says, don't use word in titles. Other places may be allowed. Christopher says, you cannot use gift in keywords. Dave says, do not use gift on merch by Amazon. Don says that's a hard no on the word gift. So we've got a hard no, pretty unanimous here in the comments on using the word gift. Oh, Ilka says you can, but do not use it in the title. So a couple of people coming down with that answer. Don't use it in the title, but you can use it in your descriptions, perhaps in your tags, in your, you know what I mean, description line 1 and so on. So there, hope that helps you. Who was it with the question originally? Dana. Hope that helps you, Dana. All right. T-shirt idea starter kit. If you're looking to kind of get baptized into how to come up with good ideas, this is the place to start. This special offer only live for a few days. This is my little book of t-shirt ideas, along with some mini posters, 3 big questions, t-shirt design checklist, the t-shirt ideas cheat sheet to help you come up with ideas really quickly. My first 2 ebooks, how to sell more shirts and grow your own t-shirt business, and loads of other stuff too. All the ideas in an Airtable base, the ideas sorter Airtable base. All the ready-made ideas from the book are also in an Airtable base, 5 exclusive video trainings, private Facebook group access, and Quirky Christmas Quotes collection. So I've thrown that one in as an extra bonus as well. So there's loads of stuff on this one. You can check the link out. You can go to michaellessick.com/start. But this is a great big bundle of all my stuff that's about t-shirt ideas, coming up with great ideas, a really good introduction to the topic. You can get the physical bundle, which comes with a paperback copy of the book, which I have here, and a physical copy of the poster, which you can see behind me as well, just there. That's the T-shirt ideas cheat sheet. For $77, you get the physical copies of those 2, or you can go for the digital bundle, which is $57, which includes everything you see here, the ebook, downloadable versions of the posters, and everything else. Huge, big collection. You can see everything here, but I won't go through it in detail. I'll let you check that out. But I just wanted to let you know that that bundle is also open until Tuesday next week as a special Black Friday offer. It is usually not available, so you can't even buy most of these products. Usually, but that will be open for a couple more days. Okay, Christopher said, I lost a bestseller because of the word gift in keyword and it was not in the title. Okay, so certainly tread carefully on the use of the word gift in your titles, or even if they're not in your titles. Christopher is giving us a clear warning here that it may not be a safe thing to do. Okay, thank you for that, Christopher. Next up, huge font bundle, 98% off. This is a big old bundle of fonts, and everyone likes a font bundle. And this one in particular has been updated. This was available last year, but there's new fonts in it for 2021. This was 98% off. So if you would have bought all these fonts individually, would have been $2,418. If you can believe that. Now $29, but today it's 30% off, so it's actually $20, which is crazy. And this is over on Creative Market. Again, there's a link below in the description, or if you go to my blog, you can find the link there. So this is the huge font bundle by Salt and Pepper Designs. It has over 200 fonts, and this is a really nice collection. And basically, you'll find almost anything you want here. Now, I'm not one for, I don't use a lot of these kind of flourishy fonts, but stuff like this I like, and the further down you go, like this one appealed to me, this monotones one. There's a couple of others down here that I saw which are really nice. A lot of these are new. I can see that they're new from last year because I remember the collection from last year. This one, California Sunset, is a nice one. That Alchemist one is pretty cool, kind of handwritten style. Ravioli, that's a nice modern approach. This one's pretty cool. Wonderful Adventure. This Atletico one is pretty good for doing sports kind of designs. Macaroni cheese, a nice pairing there for like kids designs. Yeah, there's loads of stuff here, so go and check this one out in your own time. I like this Flower Power one, groovy retro one. That's cool. Kind of looks a bit like a Cooper Black style thing, so that's cool. I like anything that I can kind of do something that's a bit different. It's not the same old fonts all the time. Peace and Love, this groovy one, I remember that from last year. I've used that one quite a lot. That's pretty good. Wilderness, Wonderful Wilderness one is nice. So yeah, there's loads of stuff here. A lot of kid-friendly things. And yeah, for $20, I think you can't really say fairer than that for a great big bundle of fonts, over 200 fonts. That's a huge font bundle. Was 98% off. Now I guess it's more like 99% off or something like that over on Creative Market. So again, link below for that one if you want to check that one out. That's the font bundle with over 200 fonts in it. So yeah, well worth a look. Next up, this is a very good deal from my friend Stefan. Stefan Kuntz, the Ultimate Lettering Course. Now, we did a live stream with Stefan a few months ago. He is, along with Ian Barnard, I think probably two of the top guys in terms of hand lettering. Very big Instagram followings. They've developed a big following because of their skills in hand lettering. Stefan has this course, which is actually a collection of two courses that he's done. So the first of the courses is Building Letters 101, which takes you through the basics, the fundamentals of hand lettering for individual letters. How do you actually make the letter forms, how you build them up, the different styles, all the different terms. And usually that course is $129. And then secondly, it includes the composition masterclass. So the first course is all about how you actually do your individual letters, how you begin to understand the fundamentals. And then the second one is all about how do you come up with really great compositions. So how do you come up with designs, and not just how do you draw nice letters, but how do you put together really great designs, which is one of the things that Stefan is excellent at. He puts together, designs like this. He understands really clearly exactly how you should line things up, exactly how you should position your letters, exactly how you should take into consideration supporting elements and tying everything together. So yeah, this is actually two courses in one. Both courses would have been $129, but they're put together in this special bundle. Normally, it's $198, which is obviously a significant discount anyway. But if you use the code Black Friday on checkout, you will get it for just $99. Let's just check that works. So add coupon code Black Friday. Yep, that works. Adding VAT here for me, but you probably won't have to pay that if you're in the States or whatever. So yeah, incredible course from Stefan. Everything you need to know about how to master lettering. Takes you from the fundamentals all the way through to creating great compositions, and that's available for 50% off if you use the code Black Friday on checkout. So that one's well worth checking out. I think, again, that one will expire on Tuesday next week. So if you want to check that out, you can find out more, again, at the link up in the corner. You can find the link there, or the link is below on the YouTube description. Couple of questions here. Lance, I remember a piece of software that allows you to organize and visualize your fonts. Can't remember what it was. Anyone? I think I have a guide to fonts. Yeah, there it is. So michaelessick.com/fonts. I put together this PDF Fonts for T-shirt Design resource pack, and that includes some recommended tools and apps. I think one of them is Type something. What's it called? Fontbase. Fontbase is an app that helps you organize your fonts and stuff like that. I think someone else has got one they're recommending here, Nexus Font. And Scotty has the same question, I think. Do you have a good program to handle all your fonts? So I don't really. I do use Fontbase, but I don't actually kind of use it that much. I have it, and my fonts are all in there, but I don't. I'm not especially good at managing and organizing my fonts. Now you can do that in Fontbase. You can create collections, which is a really good idea and I think a good habit to get into. For example, you're trying to do some Christmas designs, so you gather together all your Christmassy fonts into one collection, and then you know where they are. You don't have to just look through a list of 200. So that's a great habit to get into, and Fontbase can help you with that. As Lance says there, it was Fontbase. It was indeed. Mama Bear says, what do you think of Vexels? Vexels is a place where you can download illustrations and stuff, right? Let's have a look. So it's like ready-made designs mainly, isn't it, and stuff from Vexels. Yeah, I don't think this is a great. I'm all for buying resources that help you in your design. So, whether that's buying fonts or sometimes buying vector things to help, in the backgrounds of your images or things like that, or backgrounds of your designs. I don't recommend buying designs from a site like this, ready-made designs, because number one, everyone has access to these designs. So as soon as you see them, they're there and available, and anyone else can buy them. So they're not original. You're not having an original design. Yes, you might be able to edit it, but still, you can't say this is my artwork. You don't have copyright ownership of it. Ultimately, you might be allowed to sell it, but you don't have control over that design. Other people can create it and sell it as well. So yeah, I don't recommend that approach. Buying elements to use in your designs is fine. You want to buy some snowflake background patterns. You want to buy some, ugly Christmas sweater type elements. That's fine. But buying ready-made designs is just like, what value are you adding? So I think there's a number of reasons. Other people can use it. It's not going to be original. You don't know exactly who the copyright is owned by and what they're going to do with it. And yeah, you're always going to be just using someone else's work. It's just not a great business model. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, wealth, women, and wisdom. Fontbase tends to slow down the computer at times. Yeah, depending on your system, certainly. I've found, in the past, that can happen with most font managing software and stuff. But yeah, there are others out there. I think I linked to some in that font guide, so you can check that out. Christopher said they will also help you make custom designs. Okay, didn't know that. That's fine. Obviously that's like outsourcing your design approach, but again, it doesn't have much application for me. Windsorpedia says Vexels depresses me, but it made me realize you just need to find your own consistent style and make your own brand. Yeah, I think that's, of course, if you do want to build a significant brand over time, something that you have control over, then you can't get that by buying ready-made stuff from somewhere else. I think, looking at a site like Vexels, you can get an idea of styles that might be good for you to develop on your own and approaches to design. But yeah, that's very different from like buying ready-made stuff. Candy says bezels is good for images and elements that you build upon to make your own final design. Yeah, so usually my approach is, I create an original illustration or design, and then I might, require some kind of background elements or something to make it look the way I want it to look. So maybe I'm doing an 80s design and I want some cool 80s background, lines and shapes and things like that. So I'll go to, Design Cuts or Creative Market or something and look on there for resources and fonts and things like that. So yeah. Hope that helps. That is, so where were we up to? Stefan, with the lettering course, Ultimate Lettering Online course, that is $99, which is 50% off if you use the code Black Friday on checkout. Placeit. So we're just talking about Vexels. Placeit actually do a similar thing, but what Placeit are really good at is the mockups. So Placeit do a ton of mockups, new ones all the time, and there's almost always, you can find what you're looking for here. So this is great for a couple of reasons. Obviously, if you're selling on Etsy, Placeit's a very good place to generate your mockups for Etsy. And if you're trying to do social media, Instagram, Facebook, and you're looking for professional looking mockups, Placeit is, I think, probably the best deal out there. The great thing about them, they do videos as well. The best thing about them, in my opinion, is that they are all kind of ready, adapted to, they do these professional photos and then they adapt the canvas and the design to fit perfectly. So obviously, you would never know that this was not a genuine product. And I use this all the time. For example, if I'm mocking up stuff on my Instagram, for example, this coffee is my co-pilot design. This is a Placeit mock-up. And when we did the I like big bats, that one as well, we did. Where are the mock-ups? Yeah, so like that this image here is a mock-up from Placeit. So yeah, Placeit, really great tool. I don't know, it's one of those things that I use very, very, very frequently. And their deal is 50% off the annual subscription. So the annual subscription is usually $89, and now it's $49, I believe, or $44. And that gets you unlimited mock-up, so there's no limit to how many you can do. They do have designs as well. I don't use those, but I do like the mock-ups. We've started using some of the videos. They have logos as well you can use, which are pretty simple. But again, you might find some use out of those. But yeah, for me, it's the mock-ups with Placeit, and I think that's a pretty good deal, 50% off if you grab the annual subscription, $44. Link below. A couple of comments and questions here, I think. Okay, Christopher saying how he uses Vexels and helps with his idea generation and use it for the graphics packs like you get on Creative Market and Design Cuts. So yeah, cool. And Placeit do have some, like if you look at Placeit's designs, it's not just like t-shirt designs. They're doing, like promotional artwork for your Instagram and things like that. So if you have need for that kind of thing, then it's certainly worth checking out. And again, you can obviously scroll through here and look for inspiration, but for mock-up generation, I do think Placeit is the place to go, pun intended. All right. What else do we have here? Domestica. Okay, so we've covered, what have we covered? Font bundle, quirky Christmas quotes, ultimate t-shirt ideas, font bundle, Stefan Kuhn's ultimate lettering course, Placeit, annual subscription 50% off, and now Domestica. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of Domestica already. This is a online course publisher, so they're putting out a lot of online courses, creative courses around all kinds of creative disciplines, illustration, design, all the way through to things like fashion and crafts and marketing and stuff. Now, these courses are usually about £40, I guess $40 or around that kind of mark for a course. Today, they are £9.90 each, or I guess $9 each, something like that. So this is a significant discount, and there is so many to choose from, and these are really good courses. Like they're actually, that I know for a lot of when you see a course for like $9, you're like, well, how good can it be? But these are actually, professionally shot. They come with resources and downloads, and there's so many to choose from. I've actually picked out a few of my favorites. But one of the offers they're offering right now, the only way I could find this is the link that I've included below. But there's a link where you can buy 5 courses for $33.90. So you can actually kind of make your own bundle of courses. So you get them for even cheaper than the $9 or whatever it would be. So you can, so it's this link here, 5-course bundle, customize your Black Friday pack. And you can basically just scroll through and add the courses you want. And it's going to come to $33 or something like that, £31. So that is well worth doing, I think, if you're at all interested in some of these. So I'll take you through a few that I picked out because they look like really good, really good courses. A couple of questions here. Let me see. Wealth, Women and Wisdom says, I have Jimbo's course from there. Christopher says, Placeit's deal today is the best that I have seen from them. Yeah, it is a good deal. Rick, Domestica is awesome in various languages. Yes, that's something I need to mention. And Christopher says, how do you compare Domestica to Skillshare? I think if I'm correct, I know Skillshare does make a lot of their courses themselves, but I think Skillshare is also basically a marketplace of courses. So I could create a course and put it on Skillshare, without anyone really checking it. Domestica, they're actually producing all the courses themselves. So they're recording, dedicated courses with these creatives. They take a full, studio production team. They set up, they record everything, they lay it all out. You can see the kind of studios that they set up. So it's a very professional operation compared to Skillshare, which I know they do have some really good, professionally produced courses, but they also have just kind of a lot of user-generated stuff, which is sometimes not as great. So yeah, the other thing about Domestica is I'm not sure where they're based, but they are certainly an international business, and they have a lot of different courses in different languages. So this is good. What's good about that is you might be like, oh no, well, what good is a course that's in Spanish? Well, they have the captions for all of them. So even if a course is in Spanish, it has the captions in English, so you can follow the course and follow along with everything. So let me pick out a few that I picked out that looked like were worth picking up. One of them was this one here from Justin. So some of these are in English, some of them are in Spanish. This one is an English one. This is from Justin Poulter, who's an illustrator and hand lettering guy. And this one looked good to me. So basically, let me slow down a second. If you head over to Domestica, you could spend hours scrolling through and looking, and that's fun to do because there's a lot of different courses. What I did was basically scroll through, and I just looked at the thumbnails and looked at the style of what I was looking for. So I was looking mainly for like illustration stuff, and things like this one by Justin jumped out at me because of the style of his design style. And you can see this is like t-shirt ready design approach. So I'm always interested in finding designers and people who are doing something that's applicable to me, but finding out how they do it and how they do things differently. So I picked out a few here. This one from Justin was about expressive illustration and lettering. I get a lot of questions about, how do I start with drawing and design and Procreate? There's one here called Procreate for Beginners. So that one looks well worth checking out if you're new to Procreate or you want to get started there. There's quite a few on kind of adapting your illustrations for products. So there's one here again. You can see the style of these guys is very kind of t-shirt friendly. So it's going to be, it's a style that's going to be very adaptable to t-shirts and stuff. So I like, any course like that, anywhere where they're teaching me how they're doing their style of illustration. One here from the Printed Peanut, all about merchandising artwork and how to come up with and create artwork that you then actually can turn into great designs. So again, really like the style here. So that would be an interesting one for me. From illustration to e-commerce. So quite a few here on kind of touching about how to take designs and build a brand. What else have we got? Product illustration using your signature style. kawaii illustration, creative characters for products, custom lettering by Jimbo. I think that's the one that someone else mentioned they already had. So yeah, there's a lot to choose from here. And at these prices, you know, you're not looking at $400 for a course, you're looking at $9 or something. So if I were you, before this deal runs out, I would click that link that's below. That's the 5 courses for $33. And I would just spend a bit of time scrolling through the list and yeah, just kind of picking out some that look interesting to you. I've linked up some of my favorites again in the description if you want to check those out. But I think there's something for everyone there. Oh, one more thing. I've got like a 24-hour coupon on this. If you put in Michaelesic 10, as you can see here on the screen, Michaelesic-10, you'll get an extra 10% off your order on Domestica. So you might want to check that out. But that will expire, I think, tomorrow. So very, very limited time frame on that. So if you want to save even more money, 10% off on top of these discounts on Domestica, then check out that coupon. I think I've listed it in the description below as well, and it's definitely on the blog post here, which is at michaelesic.com/BF. Okay, that is Domestica, which is well worth checking out some of the courses there. Let's take a look at some of these questions that have come in. Answered that one about Skillshare. Domestica is in California, says Wealth Women. Thank you for that. Christopher, if you had to choose a course for lettering, would you choose Ian Barnard's course or several from Domestica? $100 is a lot for me to spend on a course, but I'm sure that that is worth it. I don't know whether you mean Ian Barnard's or if you mean Stefan's, because I don't think Ian. I think Ian has a short course on Skillshare, but he doesn't have a proper, meaty deep dive course like Stefan does. If I were you and I was serious and committed to doing hand lettering, then Stefan's would be the one I'd check out. I think that is of course it costs more than your. I mean, I'm sure these are good. These custom lettering designs, these courses, these are like 3 hours of content and stuff. I'm sure that's great. The great thing about Stefan is his personal style and his personal approach. And I feel like if you want to get a complete grounding from the ground up, full 360 view of lettering, how to do it properly, and really take the time to kind of do a deep dive on it, then I believe Stefan's would be the best one to get. I just think it's going to be a much fuller experience that would be more helpful. Rick, good course by Mattia Adolfsson on Domestica. Okay, thank you for that, Rick. And yeah, Ian doesn't have any courses apart from, I think he has one on Skillshare. And Christopher says, great, I love typography and want to learn how to do it. Yeah, I think, it's not typography, it's hand lettering. It's how to, create your own hand lettering pieces. We did a stream a while ago with Stefan. He created this piece with me. He did the lettering. I did the design. He did all the lettering work on it. And this one with Ian, Peace, Love, and Pumpkins. That was one we did together recently as well. So yeah, hand lettering like this, where you are going to, hand draw the letters rather than using fonts and stuff like that. A great skill to add to your skill set, especially if you're trying to do original designs and do new stuff. It means that your designs are much more protectable. They're copyright protected much more fully. And obviously you can get much more personality into your designs if you're doing hand lettering like this on them. This is my attempt at a bit of my own hand lettering, not very good, but yeah. So Stefan and Ian are the hand lettering go-to guys. Can personally vouch for them and for their products. And I do think if you want to go deep, then Stefan's course, the Ultimate Lettering course, where is it? Ultimate Lettering online course, right here is the one you want to check out, and that's 50% off right now. So only $99 if you use the code Black Friday on checkout. Beth says Stefan does a great job of showing you how to reverse engineer lettering. Yeah, I really like Stefan's style, not just his illustration style and his artistic style, which is fantastic. I think Stefan's like a very natural creative. You know, he's a very he's got that what's the word, that inbuilt talent. You know, you can see it in everything he creates. He's got that, you know, creative eye is probably the best way to put it. So yeah, it's really great when you have someone like that who's able to then teach their approach, which Stefan is very good at doing. He's an experienced teacher as well, so he can reverse engineer it. He can tell you exactly how and why this works and why you should do it like that, and give you all the tools and the resources. So yeah, 3, 4, 5 thumbs up for Stefan and his lettering course. Okay, so we've done Placeit, lettering course, Domestica, loads of course links there if you want to check some of those out. Those are just a few that I've picked out because I think they're interesting on Domestica, but there's literally hundreds to choose from. You know, you can. I think they've got one on print on demand, or a couple on print on demand, covering various aspects. So I can't vouch for that print on demand one personally, but there's certainly some good stuff on Procreate and on drawing. Even some stuff on idea generation that's worth checking out. So yeah, go and have a browse. Use coupon Michael Essick 10, Michael Essick -10 to get an extra 10% off. But if you want to, you know, grab yourself some courses, now is the time. All right, one last one. Affinity, Designer, Photo, etc. is 30% off. So I have been a payer of the Adobe tax for many years. I am beginning to wean myself off and beginning to make much more use of Affinity products. That's Affinity Designer, which is their vector program, Affinity Photo, which is their Photoshop equivalent. They also have Affinity Publisher for kind of an InDesign equivalent. And these are also available, or they also have versions for the iPad as well. I know also that they have, for example, here, Ian has put together his freestyler brush set. This is Ian Barnard's brush set now for Affinity as well, compatible with all their products. So yeah, Affinity, they have 30% off everything. I mean, it was already a very cheap product compared to Photoshop and Illustrator. I know Adobe have their deals as well, but they don't need me to promote theirs. I would recommend if you're not already, you know, tied in and wedded to Adobe software, Affinity software is the place to go. If you buy now, you're looking at 30 quid, $40 or something like that instead of $50. It's already a great deal, but an extra 30% off available right now, including on their iPad versions. So if I was starting today, I would certainly go with Affinity. Procreate as well would be my go-to software. But then for working on the computer, Affinity would be the place to go. And if you can start there and use that stuff now, then you're not, you know, committing yourself to Adobe and not having to pay really quite exorbitant fees to Adobe year after year, because this is a one-off cost that you're paying for with Affinity instead of the monthly subscription deal which you're looking at with Adobe. So well worth grabbing those today if you don't already have them. And that's it. That's my guide. So we'll do a quick roundup back through these. If you just joined us or you joined halfway through, the Quirky Christmas Quotes collection, that's my collection of 88 original Christmas-related funny phrases, handpicked and ready for you to use. You can turn them into design straight away. You can use them as inspiration. You can hand letter them and create really nice Instagram pieces. And it includes a live training session that me and Ian are going to be doing together in a week or so's time. So that is going away on Tuesday. That's a special Black Friday offer. It's $39 if you want to grab that. The Ultimate T-Shirt Ideas Starter Kit, which is my bundle of goodies as an introduction to T-shirt ideas and how to get started. That's available until Tuesday as well, and that's over 50% off from what you would normally pay to get all those products. The huge font bundle over on Creative Market, that's 98 or 99% off, just $20 today, which is ridiculous, but well worth checking out if you like buying big collections of fonts. Stefan's Ultimate Lettering Online course is 50% off if you use the code Black Friday. And again, the links to all of these are below on the YouTube description or on my blog post, michaelessick.com/BF, the link up in the top corner. So yeah, Black Friday is the code you want to use on Stefan's Ultimate Lettering Online course to get that for just $99. Placeit, 50% off the annual plan. That's $45. Domestica courses, you can buy any course for $9 or you can get 5 for $33. And you can get an extra 10% off if you use the code MichaelEssick-10. And finally, Affinity Designer, that's 30% off the software today as well. So most of these are expiring on Monday. Mine are going to be available till Tuesday next week, but I wouldn't hang around on any of them because it is, of course, Black Friday time, and you want to grab them while the grabbings are good. All right, we've gone over, but if there's any last minute questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. Christopher said Stefan just sent an email that everything is 50% off today with that code. Yeah, absolutely. So not just his course, but also other stuff on his store you can buy as well. And Ian Barnard as well has 50% off today on his site. He has some great Procreate brushes, the Letter and Grid Builder bundle, that's 50% off. With the code Black Friday, so well worth checking out Ian Barnard's store as well. The Letter and Grid Builder bundle, that's available from both Stefan and Ian. They both created it. They split the profits on that, so it doesn't matter where you buy it. They both get a cut of that. So you might want to check out Ian Barnard's store as well. Okay, I will give you guys a couple of minutes to get any last minute questions in. And while you are getting those last minute questions in, I'll just reiterate, michaelessick.com/BF is the blog post here. That's got all the links that you might need, everything that I spoke about today. And the Ultimate T-shirt Ideas Starter Kit, if you want to grab that, that's at michaelessick.com/start. And that's available till Tuesday next week. If you're on my newsletter, I'll be sending out a recap of this with all the details. So don't worry about that. You'll be getting a detailed rundown of it all shortly as well. But I think I don't see any more questions coming in, so I think we can leave it there. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that today, guys. Hope you grab yourself some bargains based on those discounts and some of those links. Like I said, a lot of them will be expiring Monday, some of them on Tuesday. But if you have any questions, you can email me, michael@michaelessick.com, especially if you have any questions about my 2 products that are available for a limited time. That's the Ultimate T-shirt Ideas Starter Kit and the Quirky Christmas Quotes Collection. Those 2 are available until Tuesday, and then they will be disappearing forever. So if you want to grab either of those, and especially if you want to get in on the from phrase to finished exclusive live training with me and Ian, that's going to be, when's that? In about a week's time? Just over a week's time, 7th of December, 2021 at 3 p.m. That will be an exclusive live training for those who have purchased the Quirky Christmas Quotes collection. So if you want to grab that, you have a couple of days left. That's at michaelessick.com/QCQC, or the link will be below this video. All right. I think we will leave it there for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great Black Friday, whatever you're buying, if you're buying anything at all, or if you're just abstaining on religious grounds. I sympathize with that as well. I will be back next week, most likely. I'll be in your inbox later with a roundup of all this. If you've got any questions about my products, you can email me, michael@michaelessick.com. But hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend. and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I'll talk to you next week, if not before. Have a great weekend and take it easy. Look after yourselves. All right. Bye-bye. See you soon. Bye-bye. See you.